its kind car wash is proposed for Maple Grove. What makes it different? It will also be a place to wash pets. The concept is proposed in the Markets at Rush Creek development west of the Hy-Vee grocery store. The 7,200 square foot building would have a larger separate area for the car wash and a smaller area for the pet wash. The building would have a Northwoods Lodge look. The car wash would have a conveyor system capable of washing multiple cars at a time. The pet wash would be self-serve. According to the chair of the Maple Grove Commission, it's a unique blend he's not seen anywhere else.
In the tunnel, we do have windows, so when you're getting your car goes out, you can look over and see the dogs getting washed too from inside the tunnel. So people love dogs, so I think it's a good combo.
The Maple Grove City Council is expected to vote on the plan at its next meeting. If approved, construction would begin in late May or early June. Representative Kristen Robbins is tackling charitable gambling this legislative session. We sat down to talk with her about what she's doing and why she's doing it in today's Newsmakers.
I have 3 different bills to address this problem. I think one of the things that was a surprise to me when I was first elected is I found out that the money that people pay when they're doing charitable gaming, like pull tabs or meat raffles or whatever, that it doesn't just stay in the local community. The state takes a very substantial cut, and all these charities pay a tax to the state general fund. I was really surprised by that. I think most people think it stays in the community. So I have a bill that would fully repeal the state tax on charitable gambling. Then I have a separate bill that would limit it to 5% of gross receipts across the board, because right now it's a real graduated tax at different levels of gross receipts. You can pay up to 5% or 18% or 27% to the state.
Wow.
It's
okay.
A crazy amount of money the state is taking in that goes to the general fund when we already have an $18 billion surplus. So I think that money is better spent by local charities in their communities. So either a 5% flat rate or a zero tax to the state, and then let those communities spend it in-house. But the third bill that really will help our veterans is HF 287, if people want to call their legislator. And it's basically, it would allow the veterans organizations to keep some of their proceeds and use it specifically for upgrading, repairing, or maintaining their existing veterans facilities. A lot of these VFWs and American Legions are getting older, in disrepair, need to be upgraded, and they're spending so much money giving it to the state, and they're not able to keep that money in-house and repair these facilities. So that's the crux of that bill, and I do think that one has a shot this year.
All right. What are you hearing from veterans organizations on this?
Yes, I was at the Capitol last week when the Veterans Commanders Task Force was there, and they're very supportive of this bill. I mean, they all are, losing membership. It's getting harder to maintain their operations. And so this would really be a way where they can keep money for their local organization and really spruce things up and really help them attract new people coming in the door and also make it safer. Some of them need upgrades for their kitchens or their HVAC or their ADA accessibility. So all of those things are really important. So the veterans are very supportive across the state. I'm hoping we can get it done this year, so we'll see.
So you have hope for that one?
I really do. Right. I mean, there's a larger debate going on in the Capitol about sports betting, and I'm not really involved in that. I'm not on the right committees, but I keep making the case to everyone I talk to that if you're going to do something on sports betting, let's fix the charities. The charities should be taken care of first. They should, especially our veterans charities, they should be able to use this money for their own local VFWs and American Legion. So I hope we can get support for that. HF 287.
All right, Representative Kristen Robbins, Maple Grove, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
The Twin Cities metro area has hundreds of pizza places, but few have the staying power of Latuff's Pizzeria in Plymouth. Delane Cleveland takes us inside the family-owned restaurant that's been in business since 1971.
We heard about this restaurant that was for sale in Plymouth. My wife said I was crazy, but we ended up buying it.
In the Twin Cities, it's not hard to find a place that serves pizza.
There's a pizza place on every corner.
Yet for lovers of Italian food,
I'm here almost every week.
no place can quite compare to Latuff's Pizzeria in Plymouth.
We think we serve a pretty good pie.
A lot of places come and go, and staff comes and goes. You know, when we walk in here, we usually know everybody, and it's just a very comfortable place with good food.
For 51 years, Latuff's has sat along Highway 55, moving to this location from a nearby strip mall in 2008. When it first opened in 1971, owner Mike Latuff says the city was a much different place.
Alfalfa fields, cow town. I think there was like 14,000 people. It's like 90,000 now. So we grew up with it. We're the oldest restaurant in Plymouth.
Surviving that long requires excellent service and a good, consistent recipe.
The crust, the sauce, of course, and the mozzarella. We've used the same mozzarella since day one.
It seems to have worked. Latuff's has developed a loyal base of customers who keep coming back for pizza, pasta, and plenty of other mouth-watering menu items.
We do have good lasagna that we make fresh almost every day, and it's really good. I know that we've won Best in Plymouth, a couple times.
It is nice to come to a place where you're supporting a local family and it's not just a big chain restaurant.
Latuff's truly is a family affair.
I think he's been here, how many years?
20 years.
20 years. Wow.
Mike's son Danny is now the manager.
He's running the show now.
The family focus is part of the reason why the operation keeps running smoothly.
Great customer service and wonderful pizza.
I put in my time, paid my dues, and worked hard, and we're still here today.
It's amazing that we've made it this far, especially the last couple of years, and just want to try to keep it going.
In Plymouth, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.